Hello, everybody. Let me make sure. Might be a little bit of echo for a second. Always got to make sure. All right, there we go. Cool. Awesome. Outstanding. I have to make sure that I didn't accidentally go live on the wrong stream. Ooh. All right. Stream Element Spot's always got my back. Alrighty. Jeez. It's funny. Ever since I started moving the link to my streams to the replies of my going live posts have been getting way more traction. Like, now that, like, it's interesting, right? Hold on, let me. Okay. There we go. So, like, this whole thing with, like, being able to see the, being able to see the whatchamacallit, the view count on your posts. A lot of people made a lot of hullabaloo about it, and I could see where, like, it can cause a lot of feelings about it, but, like, I still think it should have been a thing that you could turn on or off. And I don't like that it's just always on, but it's definitely a feature that I'm not sure if I would have it on if I had a choice, but it does help with keeping track of how much engagement my posts are getting. All right. Boop. Funny, I snapped just as the thing appeared on my picture. Probably out of sync. I don't even know if you heard the snap. All right. So, hello. So, this is going to be... So, for those of you who don't know, every other Tuesday, I play a game of Lancer so that I can't stream. But this is one of the off Tuesdays where I can stream. And it's weird because, like, we were originally going to be moving to doing Lancer every week. But I was like, hold on. I do want to stream some more. And I just told my viewers that I was going to do it every other week. Now, I could have changed my schedule. Or because of how late we play Lancer, if I started stream earlier, I could theoretically stream and then go straight from stream to Lancer, but I'm not sure if I would be ready to do that, to, like, make that switch that quickly, you know? But yeah, so today is one of the off weeks, so it's technically an on week for me because I'm off game but on stream. It's weird. It's really weird. Oh, so I sent a message to Silva because Silva wasn't feeling well yesterday. And I sent a message on Facebook and I was like, hey, how are you feeling? Because I was honestly curious. Because at first my brain went, hey, I should let Silva know I'm streaming today. But then I'm like, oh, I should probably, before I do that, because I value them more as a friend than I do as a viewer, right? So I should ask how they're doing. And they're like, oh, you know, I'm feeling all right, but I'm at my birthday dinner, but I'll let Naberu know you're streaming. And I'm like, okay, that's great. Thank you for that. But I want Silva to know that I value them as more than just a viewer. I value them as a good friend, and I wasn't just I was actually concerned about them. I wasn't just saying it because I was like, hey, I'm streaming today. But I do have to admit that it was talking about streaming that was why I thought of contacting Silva at first. And then my brain went, oh, I should see how Silva's doing, because Silva wasn't feeling well. You know, maybe less is more. Okay. All right. I also don't know how I also don't know how to feel about like how much streaming has become a big part of my life. It's become this big thing that I do, that's this big chunk of time that I spend working on stream, thinking about what to do next. I'm about to start investing actual money in getting artwork done and in getting videos edited. Like this hobby is growing and taking on more I guess more shape for me. Is my music playing? There we go. There's my music. Okay. I was like, wait a minute, hold on, what's going on? I switched back to the holiday playlist because it's still holiday-ish time. So I've been playing a lot more Iron Saga, and I'm having fun with it. I'm having fun with the game. I have a team I like. I probably will change up how I play a little bit more as I level up. And like everyone tells me grind for the event, the limited time event stuff, right? And like I wouldn't be grinding for the event if there wasn't a machine that I wanted. I want Mazinkaiser. So because I want Mazinkaiser, I am still grinding this event. So I'm going to be doing more Mazinkaiser missions because I was also getting Mazinkaiser progress towards Mazinkaiser while grinding the Shingetter dragon. Which I realized none of that made any sense to anyone who doesn't play Iron Saga or who isn't familiar with how that game works. Wait, I saw that message because I was booting up Facebook to see if there's any memes or things to talk about. I just saw a meme that I can't repeat because it involves a naughty word. No, that is not what that means at all. Oh my gosh. This is an interesting thing. Someone said on this one meme I'm reading, sorry to break it to y'all, but believing in anything, participating in anything has the capacity to harm people. There's no perfect system of belief that exempts you from having to continually work to not be an a-hole. Like, it never stops. It's not like you're gonna read the right book of philosophy or religion or magic and be like, I found it, the perfect ideological framework. Now all of my actions for the rest of my life will finally be perfectly moral and impossible to criticize. And that's an important thing to think about, is to realize that your faith, your spirituality, your belief system or ideological framework, or whatever group you believe yourself to be in, does not distinctly separate you from judgment. It doesn't mean that you can't be judged. It doesn't mean that, like, because every organization has done something terrible in its history. Every organization has taken advantage of people in the past in some way, shape, or form, big or small. Every major world organization has done some terrible things and has some skeletons in its closet. And I think part of being a responsible member of one of these groups, organizations, or ideologies is acknowledging these things from the past and making an effort to do better, consistently making that effort to do better. Like, I've done things I'm not proud of, but I can't let that define me, because I have to just constantly try to do better. God. Oh, this is funny. So somebody did a thing, because right now there's all this stuff about like your year wrapped. Like talking about your. Let me turn down the volume a little bit. There we go. There's all this stuff that's talking about like your Spotify wrap, your YouTube, and like wrapping up what you did for the year. And someone made a joke about this for ADHD, and it's like ADHD wrap. You took 15,600 milligrams of your meds. You forgot to take your medicine 105 times. You spent 73 hours in the toilet doing something weird to your body, hair, or nails. Yeah, your body, hair, or nails. You had to throw away 7 loaves of bread because you forgot about them and they grew mold. You spent 720, what's that, pounds on items you never used. You forgot to make 6 important calls. You gained 12 new hobbies that turned out to be a new object you thought would change your life. Don't even remember buying the crocheting stuff that's haunting your bedroom. If that doesn't define so much of my life, and I think I'm doing that kind of with Iron Saga too, is I'm hoping that playing this game will be another thing that gives me fulfillment. That gives me another thing to do that will bring fulfillment into my life. And I felt that way about writing, and I feel that way I felt that way about game development. Every new thing I learn or I pick up, I keep thinking is going to be this next new thing. But that's part of the problem with ADHD is we keep hoping the next thing is going to maybe not quite fix us, but is going to like give more meaning to our frustrating lives. And it's just not there to be found. Uh Saw this meme. I love seeing this meme. Show me a Disney character that went harder than Scar, and the response: Maleficent cursed the baby because she wasn't invited to the first birthday party. Try again. Yes. I saw this one thing where someone went way too deep into like medieval politics, right? And talked about how um they went into like medieval and mythological politics of the different organizations and viewing the fairies as a royal house, saying that like not being invited to the baby's first birthday party is a huge slight on Maleficent, right? It's like it's saying we don't want you around because normally you'd invite everyone, even the nobles you don't like. So going out of your way to not invite someone to something shows that you're not even willing to pretend to like them, which is a huge insult. And they said we're suggesting that like if they'd invited, since the fairies all hate each other, the fairies would have been giving the baby grander and grander gifts just to prove how great they were and to show up and one up the other group. And so the three fairies and Maleficent would have been in a gift giving war to try to outgive the other, and it could have been a huge boon for them. But because they couldn't perform even the simplest courtesy to Maleficent, um, she cursed them. And it's this thing where like she cursed them because they insulted her, but like the insult came before the curse. It's not that from what we see of the story, it's not like they didn't like, I don't know. It's weird. And the thing is, once you start delving into it and into the mythology and into possible theories, you get really wrapped up in all of this coulda, shoulda, woulda, what ifs, and who's your what's it, and all that stuff. The what's that, Iono Zone or whatever, right? I was making reference to the latest Pokemon game. Um, and uh, you get wrapped up in all this stuff, but you lose track of the fact that you're talking about a cartoon of a fairy tale for children. So it doesn't have to always make sense. Like when you see people that like get so wrapped up in Tolkien or get so wrapped up in a fictional universe, right? And where they let that one fictional universe define their entire personality. It's like, come on, you gotta have a little bit of a grasp there of reality. My gosh, this is so true. Changing your bed sheets is a high risk commitment because from the second you take the old ones out, you enter an almost unwinnable race against your executive dysfunction, and any miscalculations will result in your sleeping on a bare mattress for a whole week. If that ain't the truth. Sharing that. I would show my screen, but I'm on Facebook and I don't want to share my personal Facebook screen. Oh, it's a picture of a cat, and it says it's so small that his weight doesn't press the keys because he's standing on a little keyboard. It's adorable. Oh my gosh. No. Someone's so this meme. I have to save this meme. Return of the Jedi. Tom from MySpace should be the Twitter CEO. I'm saving this image. That is so true. I'm sharing. I'm posting this. So like, Facebook may be full of boomers and like not a place for like news and stuff, but like it is a great place for memes. Oh my gosh, someone on Facebook said, "I like my wings how I like my Earth flat." Please tell me this person isn't really a flat earther. The older I get, the more I don't like making any stops on the way home from work. That was so true. All right. All right, so I don't see anything. I don't see any other memes that I want to react to. Oh my gosh. All right, so anything on Twitter that I want to react to? Hello, Seeker of Coffee. I haven't seen you in a while. I am trying to remember what we talked about last time I saw you. How have you been? What's new? Why is Goku trending on Twitter? Actual question. Why is Goku trending? I'm glad that you like and post on my polls. Thank you. I try to do something. I try to put out a community post. Oh, vote on them. Okay. I try to put out a community post every day because I'm trying to improve engagement and reach and get more eyes on my content. I'm doing all right. Like, there's some interesting challenges where I'm living at right now because my roommate's girlfriend has been like staying with us the last few nights, and like my roommate and I share an air mattress. Like and so it's been this interesting thing of like they usually go to bed way before I do. I don't go up to bed till like 3 or 4 in the morning, and they're already asleep, so I'll go to bed. Yeah, well, it's what happens when you're poor. You got to share space. And I'll go up there, and my roommate and his girlfriend are there, and then I have to squeeze past his girlfriend in order to get to my spot on the bed. And then I'm like kind of like pressed into the corner, and it is like I can't tell her to scoot over because there's nowhere for her to go because he's right there. And one of the other people who stays with us was like, "Hey, I'll switch with you so you two will have space on this other bed because we have 2 air mattresses in the living room." Yeah, we all do what we can. Exactly, Coffee. Yeah, we all do what we can. But yeah, that's been interesting. And getting to know her has been really cool. It's always interesting meeting new people because sometimes it can be hit or miss. Sometimes things are really good, sometimes things are really bad. But me interacting with her has been really good and been just some really good interactions and great friendship. And we seem to be very similar in personality, kind of. Um, but yeah. Oh gosh. Oh, apparently. Oh yeah, Goku is in Fortnite. Mm-hmm. Yes. Power Rangers and Mutants and Masterminds. Okay. Last time. Okay. Yeah. I haven't had a chance to really play the Power Rangers um role playing game. I learned a bunch about it. Um I was gonna play, but then the group I was gonna play with, something kept coming up, and we always kept getting interrupted, and somebody always had a like one person kept having a time commitment. Which one? What's the new one? Did they drop the Transformers, or was it GI Joe? Yeah, I'm hoping to one day get a chance to play. I love playing new RPGs. All right. Okay. Oh, the Power Rangers one? Okay. Yeah, cause so the thing with the Power Rangers RPG that I think kind of held it back was they were trying to design it to be completely compatible. They were trying to design one system that was compatible with Power Rangers, GI Joe, and Transformers. That's what I understand of what was going on, and you see some of that in like the weapons and equipment section of the Power Rangers RPG, where like you can see where there's space for armor and like other equipment that Power Rangers just don't use. Um, and because of the effects of morphing, and it it's explained that that's going to be like that's more of a thing in other games. Just Power Rangers was, I guess, the first game they released using that system. And with it, with the same system working between these different franchises, it gives the possibility for some interesting crossover games. Like I think seeing Right, you are absolutely correct, Coffee. Um, it was supposed to be D&D 5th edition, and you see some of that where some of the stuff just some of the stuff uh just didn't get translated well, and I feel like the book for Power Rangers felt really rushed. It felt like they were in a rush to get the book out there, and I really wish they'd taken another like 2 to 3 months. Um, I really wish they'd taken another 2 to 3 months to really polish the game. I think that the game would have benefited from that. Um, but it is what it is. Now, yeah, I'm not entirely surprised. A lot of things weren't properly explained really well in the rule book. Um, it I can definitely see it being challenging. So like I come from a Mutants and Masterminds back. Well, I did D&D 5e for years since 5e came out, right? Um, I played a little bit of Pathfinder, played a little bit of Starfinder. Never ran any of those games. Ran one short, ill-fated game of Shadowrun. Ran a game of Savage Worlds that ended poorly. And I was doing Mutants and Masterminds for years, for at least 2 years, like 2 or 3 years. I own most of the Mutants and Masterminds rulebooks. I'm gonna switch over here. Okay. Tonight's gonna be an Armored Core stream, so that's what I'm gonna be doing for tonight's stream. But yeah, and I did that. Yeah, I don't know if you're familiar with the Armored Core franchise. Also, I found this hidden part when I was exploring in the last mission I was playing at the end of last stream yesterday. So I'm gonna sell that for extra funding. Okay. Don't need this. But yeah, so like I did Mutants and Masterminds for a long time. Let me turn down the volume a little bit. There we go. And I got really invested in it. I think I was so invested in Mutants and Masterminds that I wasn't really seeing the shortcomings of the game. But now that I've taken a step back, I've been able to really take a look at the ins and outs of the game, like as a system. And I still love Mutants and Masterminds, right? But I also acknowledge that it's not a perfect game system. I think I reached the breaking point with Mutants and Masterminds where I was trying to use Mutants and Masterminds for games that just didn't make sense with Mutants and Masterminds. And well, that could be useful. I want to grab a back unit. That's the one I just sold. Actually, I could hang on to those. Right. I think it reached a breaking point when I was trying to run a mech-focused game using Mutants and Masterminds, and I was trying to do it using the mech rules. And I realized that the mech rules for Mutants and Masterminds were maybe not poorly designed, but not ideal for what I was looking for. It wasn't fitting what I was looking for in a design, and there were definitely some other homebrews of the Mutants and Masterminds rule set that could have made that game much more enjoyable to play. And that was also when I realized that you need the right group of people in order to run a proper actual play. And I was trying, okay, I'll bring this with me just in case. Okay, I'll bring that with me just in case. There we go. Cool. Just in case. And yeah, I was struggling to get it to work, and I was trying to run an actual play with a group of people that was not really set up to be running an actual play. So what I've been using a lot recently has been these could be nice. Base turning speed and percentage of power. Yeah, and my players weren't super ready for what I was trying to do. Oh, can I get a better core? I could get a better core. What do I want? I'll stick with the base one for now. Alright. Let's run some arena missions for the first hour. Pilot with exceptional skill, but very much in need of a few lucky breaks. The handful of fights he's won in the arena aren't enough to pay for upgrades. Tough losses are only making him a better pilot. He'll do fine once his luck turns. He's got a basic blade, a machine gun, and missile pods in the back. Let me grab... what's this? Alright, let me equip this extension. That should deal with the missile pods. And let me see. Extension is L3. Okay, so I'll just turn on my extension and that should be fine. Okay, I'll turn on my extension and that should be fine. But yeah, my players weren't super committed and they weren't really ready for it. I think doing my home game, like, also we didn't commission actual artists. We were using like copyrighted art we found on the internet. We were using copyrighted art we found on the internet for our stream game, and that's always a no-no. That's not good. All right, I'm winning. Ah, come on. We're both overheating. Ah. All right, there we go. But yeah, so there was a lot of no-nos in that game. And I took a break and now I'm running a game called Lancer, which is very different. It's a very different kind of game, but it's essentially D&D, but where the players are mech pilots. and I'm running a game and I'm playing in a game. So right now I stream every other Tuesday, but on the other Tuesdays when I'm not streaming, I would be playing in a Lancer game. And that's normally really exciting for me. What do we got here? Pulse rifle. Ooh. He's gonna be fast. Well, so my Lancer game is a home game. I'm not streaming my Lancer game. Not enough slots available. Okay. Ew, okay. And I found that once I started playing where we were just playing, we weren't performing, it became a much more enjoyable experience. And I think I just need to take a break from running games for content for a while, or just doing short limited run series. Where like it's like we all know it's only going to be 12 episodes or something. Come on. Oh my gosh, we're probably gonna lose this fight. Where'd he go? Ooh, okay, there we go. But yeah, I would definitely suggest picking up Lancer as a game because it's a very exciting game, and I think it has a very well designed world. And I don't have to do as much home brewing with Lancer as I. Yeah, it can be pretty. Well, the thing is, like, we weren't being entertaining. We were trying, but we weren't really being entertaining, so we didn't have a whole lot of people. What's this one do? Got missiles. Relies on fancy footwork and precision fire to get things done. Meshing his combat style with the lightweight AC was a no-brainer, but its lack of armor plating has cost him many battles. He trains constantly to compensate for this. So I'm just gonna turn on my. So those are side missiles. So he's gonna be doing missiles and lasers. Okay. Do what I always do. Overheat them. Okay, there we go. Hey Nabaru, it's easier if you just have fun and just so happen to be recording rather than purposely trying to be entertaining. Yeah, not everybody can have all the good stuff, copy. How are you doing, Nabaru? Good to see you. Known for his spectacular overboost charges, which are accompanied by constant volleys from both armed weapons, the pursuit missiles mounted on the back, and his AC serve him well. And though some claim he's just lucky, his actions prove otherwise. This is the one that's got the energy shields on the arms, so this might be a brutal fight. Because I might have to shoot him directly from in front. I watch YouTube Ox Venture D&D, and they're a bunch of D&D noobs and are quite entertaining because of it. Yeah, it's good when that works. Okay. Oh, he's about to get me alive with that machine gun. Oh. Ooh, that was close. Ooh, that was a close fight. That thing had so much armor to chunk through. Even with overheating, that was still a brutal fight. Noobs are fun to watch too, but I'm one of those people who really get into the details, so I end up knowing all the rules and crying at the TV when people make mistakes. Having played D&D 5th edition for so long, right? I know a lot of the rules. And whenever I see, like, if I'm watching Critical Role, thank you, Coffee. When I'm watching Critical Role or any other actual play and I see them and I see the DM make a decision that I know I would not have made, it pulls me out of the moment. It completely pulls me out of the moment and can be just completely offsetting for me. Born in the working class slums, he recently lost everything after his city sector was deemed unfit for habitation and closed. He typifies the average blue-collar citizen trying to eke out a living under corporate oppression. Got a machine gun. Those are rockets. Machine gun, rockets, and blade wave. Okay, and booster for moving around a lot with reverse legs. And he has a high power he has high power boosters. This might be terrible. We'll see. He might overheat himself. Depends on how good his radiator is. Wait. Oh, that was bad. I'm gonna lose this fight. Yeah. Yup. Not retry, I need to redo my build. These rockets are doing nothing for me because they don't lock on and I need the lock on. Why do we fall? Just to pick ourselves back up. Exactly. What can I use for 3 slots for option parts? Yeah, so we can learn to pick ourselves back up. That's also true. There we go. Keep rolling and that one and things keep on things like perception, so we keep tripping. Oh my gosh, ain't that the truth? All right, what do I want here? The only energy attack he's got is the laser blade, which I got half a mind to switch out to an energy shield. gosh, this machine gun is tearing me apart. Oh, I'm dead. How did I pull that off? He started running around dropping mines, and I had to weave through the mines. That was crazy. Maybe you forgot to tie your shoes. That's a good idea, Coffee. Tying your shoes. Real life, there's no nat 20s. I think everyone has at least a -2 to all rolls. Alright, what do we got here? What are you? It's got a pulse rifle. Slow starter, it's not often he finds his rhythm before the tide turns against him. Every now and then something clicks and he's able to regain lost ground. He's earned a loyal following by keeping the spectator's edge. Actually, let me see something. No mail, okay. This is the top of D rank, so let's go. Yeah, something like that, Coffee. That was some Ultra Instinct stuff. I had less than 100 armor left. Alright, that went pretty smoothly. If you get too confident though, you will pull... Yes, I will pull a Yamcha. That is very true. You never know when you're going to pull a Yamcha. You never want to pull a Yamcha. Okay. Now we're about to go from D rank to C rank, moving up. Oh, this one's got the same rifle I do, an anti-missile system, energy. And he's got a lot of high-speed parts. He got an energy cannon. I think that's an energy cannon. That's a laser cannon. He takes great pleasure in using his AC's linear cannon to demolish those that challenge him. When unleashed, the weapon rains down damage and peals of thunder across the arena. He's made rapid advances, but still, many still question his skill. Let's see what you got, Thunderhouse. It's funny that this rifle just stays so relevant, though. If you can just keep putting damage on the enemy, they just fall apart. Oh, that hurt. fire that without kneeling? He's got to be overheating. Yeah, it just was a race to see who burned the other one down faster. I think all the time he lost using that linear cannon in the beginning just gave me too much damage. Just gave me the chance to put too much damage down on him. So tell me, I know Nabaru said I know about what Nabaru did for Christmas with the really cool wrapped presents. What about you, Coffee? Did you do anything special for the holiday for Christmas? What have we got here? Got a cannon, anti-missile system, and looks like chain guns. The polish and grace of his combat style make him widely popular with the arena's female fans. He and Midas were close once, but grew apart after her arena career took off. Whenever her name is mentioned, he ruminates about days gone by. Ooh. Whoa. Oh my gosh, he might cook me down with those cannons. Oh my gosh. Nope. I need a better plan because those cannons hit hard. I'll try again, but I'm not sure if my normal plan's gonna work because he's got so much HP and those cannons do so much damage. Wow. That was brutal. He's doing everything I'm doing, but better. Oh, let's see what the new mail is, if I got a new part. Yes, advancement reward. Congratulations on your new rank. We hope you will continue to perform as you have been. In recognition of your advancement, here are rewarding you with the CWGG-GR12 right arm part. Please check your garage. When in doubt, continuously slam your... well, something like that, Coffee. Nothing out of the ordinary. Open presents with family. Had a lovely steak for dinner. Yeah, my mech was definitely crispy and burnt. Let's see what this right arm part was that they gave me. Ooh, a grenade launcher. All right. So what I need is I need a lot of shell defense for this fight. Probably a better one of those. Okay. Let's look at what we want here. So I want shell defense. And good cooling. Starter head has cooling of 204, shell defense of 154. This is high cooling. Not as much shell defense as I would have liked, but it has a lot of cooling. Nope, this is the opposite of what I need. This is what I was using. Game had shrapnel ones, so even if you miss, it can still cause damage. There are missiles that are kind of like that. How many option slots? Option slot is 14. I think this is what I was using. Yes, Crispy Mac is a great holiday treat. This is a lot of cooling. I might go with this one. Ooh, this one's even better. Okay, so now... Hey, Phoenix, good to see you. Merry Christmas to you as well. Hey, Silva, how was your birthday dinner? I forgot to check optional part. Oh, you had duck. Yeah, duck is... I've heard duck is really delicious. The closest I've had is mock duck. Let's get a better radiator. So this is the one I had. Let's just get the big one with all the power. Am I doing on weight? Oh, I've got plenty of space on weight. But are you feeling any better, Silva? I remember you said that you were not feeling super good, and you said you were still feeling kind of cruddy today. There's no sense using missiles because it's just gonna... Yeah, the radiators did not help. I need something to do here because that is tearing me apart. Even with the big radiator, I'm getting cooked alive. Those orbits made a huge difference. Okay, that was nice. So having those orbits being able to do consistent damage helped a lot. Okay. That was nice. Gonna get rid of those radiators though. Alright, I think I got time for one, maybe two more arena challenges before I start doing missions. In case you didn't know, I'm trying to do a thing where I do arena for the first hour, then I do missions to forward the story for the second hour. Issue trigger figure, limited ammo reserves, and target acquisition issues leave most wondering how this pilot ever got as far as he has, but he's made improvements to his AC ammunition stores, but the underlying problems remain. Yeah, this is the one with the gun arms. Wow. Okay, so those aren't chain guns, those are rockets. Duck tastes like red meat. It is pretty good. Can be really tender or a little tough, but it's pretty good. Oh, that's interesting, Selva. I know a lot of people like mock duck is actually seitan. Oh. The meat itself actually looks like steak if you cut up like raw and cooked duck breast. That's interesting. Oh, I need to go back to the drawing board with this fight because I am a sitting duck here. Speaking of ducks. And that is tearing me apart. Let's get a bigger generator. Ah, this one has higher maximum charge. There's a higher red zone. This one's lighter. This one has higher base energy output. I don't think I have a better generator right now. Like, the increase in maximum charge only goes so far. I could try an energy shield, but I feel like that's just gonna get lost. I'm gonna try one more time, but Ox might be where I stop for the arena and start doing actual missions. I'm gonna try just dodging, seeing if I can stay out, if I can just stay mobile. Oh, nope, I don't want to be here. Out of ammo. He's out of ammo. Come here, you. Okay. So all I had to do was just stay crispy and steak rare. Everyone, yes, everyone does have preferences. Eat my meat barn are really well done. Hey, you know, everybody likes things different ways. That's what's important, is that you're enjoying it. That's what's important. Okay. What's the next one? This will be where I start next stream. The stream's not over. I like to spend some time on the arena, then spend some time on the missions. A close-range combatant who disregards all damage inflicted on his AC as he blind rushes the enemy. More often than not, his opponents falter just long enough that their fate is sealed, and then and there, most pilots go out of their way to avoid Grinder. Well, he's got rockets, an energy shield, and a parrying blade. So I presume he just runs at you while firing rockets at you. That's a strategy. Yeah, that was a good fight. Okay. I'll just use this for the missions. I'll just grab... Grab that. Back unit. Okay. With these orbits and with everything else, this should go relatively smoothly. Alright, let's go forward with the next mission. Now we get to save Scum all the missions. This one's an eliminate the intruders mission.
Raven, we need your help to carry out a classified mission in Sector 513.
Okay.
Many portions of this area were damaged in a series of earthquakes a few years back.
Okay.
It's been deserted since, and access is strictly prohibited, even now.
Okay.
However, someone seems to be ignoring this fact, as there are signs of activity everywhere. We don't know what might be going on, but whatever it is, it stops now. The intruders are in Sector 513 as we speak. Get over there as quickly as possible, and make sure none of them leave.
Okay.
You're being permitted access to the area for this mission only. Good luck.
Okay.
System engaged.
AC located. It's crests.
I don't understand. The sector looks untouched. AC crossback identified.
Hmm? Are they friend or foe? not exactly equipped to fight an AC. Oh, cool. My exceed orbit reloaded. I'm gonna be needing that.
Objective achieved, but I keep wondering. What's going on here?
Not sure why that armored core was there. That was bizarre. Yeah, I took most of the... Yeah, I didn't make much on that mission, but that was more of a story mission. New mail. Let's see what we've got. Raven, thanks for your help. The decision to self Sector 513 was that of the controller, and we must follow orders. The rules governing Laird are set in place for a reason. They maintain the delicate balance of our existence. Any sort of reckless activity has the potential to cause irreparable harm. We must rely on the controller if there is to be any hope for those living here. Please keep this in mind. This is the only refuge we have. No harm must come of it. So you know the truth. The sector was in fact closed due to damage sustained in an earthquake. Until next time, Raven. There was no damage from that earthquake. Whatever happened to that sector, I don't think it was closed because of an earthquake damage. According to everything I've been able to uncover, those who breached the sector were members of the underground organization Union. This is the group thought to be behind a number of recent uprisings. They're considered a threat to Laird because many of their ideas conflict with those enforced by the controller. Exactly what they are trying to achieve, though, remains unknown. Now that I think about it, there have been an unusual number of sector closures during recent years. Could Union activities have something to do with this? Who knows? What is going on in Laird? Ooh, the story unfolds. Let me save. But I did take a lot of damage. I was a little worried there that was going to be bad. Thankfully, like my orbits, my external orbits really carried me there. All right, what have we got? Yes, the ever unfolding mystery continues to unfold. Defend personnel convoy. Don't want to do that one. Prevent capsule theft. Safeguard the capsules. Ooh, this one could be fun.
One of our transport helicopters was seized, along with the cargo on board. Attempts were made to force it down, but we ended up having to shoot it out of the sky. Some of the helicopter's payload fell, undamaged, into the Avia Gulf. The recovery team sent to retrieve the capsules still hasn't located them.
Okay.
They did report sighting other units in the vicinity, though. These are most likely associates of the hijackers, trying to secure whatever they can.
Oh no!
Please head to the Avia Gulf and keep the capsules from falling into the wrong hands.
Okay.
System engaged.
Enemy units detected nearby.
Fleet area.
Oh, whoop.
Aborting mission.
Whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Just like how mecha pilots really pilot mechas, yes.
What?
So, since I don't have hover legs, I have to stay on the platform. Okay. Good to know. Last time I tried this mission, I had hover legs.
System engaged.
Enemy units detected nearby. Don't let them near those capsules. They have one of the capsules.
Oh my gosh, that would be insane. Like playing this with a dance pad.
They have one of the capsules.
Fleet area. Aborting mission.
Okay. I need to get some hover legs. I might have to rebuild my entire machine. What have we got? Yes, the lava is lava. Exactly. What do I need to? I need to drop the weight on the legs. Let's get the lighter radiator. Okay, there we go. AP is still pretty high. Tape the Virtual Boy to your head and you're ready to go. Oh my gosh. The perfect control, the Nintendo Power Glove, the janky, horrible. Yes, probably how real mecha controls would be.
System engaged.
Enemy units detected nearby. Don't let them near those capsules. They have one of the capsules. They have one of the capsules. They have one of the capsules.
I think these. Oh, what?
They have one of the capsules.
Oh, well, come back here.
They have one of the capsules. They have one of the capsules.
I think I'm gonna lose this mission.
They have one of the capsules. They have one of the capsules.
Oh my gosh.
The enemy acquired a capsule. Mission failed.
I don't know.
Mission failed.
Was there any way? Hold on. No. Hold on. That was bizarre. Okay. Hold on. Got that. That would be interesting. I'm about to break my, because I need something with a wide and shallow box so I can shoot more effectively. I might actually use a weapon with ammo. This is cheap ammo. Where's ammo cost? VR headset, Wiimote, and a dance pad. Then you could replicate a G Gundam cockpit. Yes. About to strafe right into a coffee table. Yes. Absolutely. Oh, of course it puts it overweight. Oh my gosh, we are just underweight. Okay. Okay. Yeah, just have shin guards on and you'll be fine. Yeah, safety first, obviously. The problem is...
One of our transport helicopters was seized. Some of the helicopter's payload fell, undamaged. They did report sighting other units in the vicinity. Please head to the Avia Gulf and keep the cap...
I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Like, I keep shooting at them and they just keep coming.
System engaged.
Enemy units detected nearby. Don't let them near those capsules. They have one of the 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 capsules.
I don't know how many waves of this I have to withstand.
They have one of the capsules. They have one of the capsules. They have one of the capsules. have one of the capsules. They have one of the capsules.
Oh no, I lose.
Clean area. Aborting mission.
Ah. That is like, it's, I don't even understand what I'm supposed to do here, because I'm just dealing with these things continuously coming from.
System engaged.
Enemy units detected nearby. Don't let them near those capsules. One of the capsules. They have one of the capsules. One of the capsules.
I'm just gonna ignore them.
Capsules. They have one of the capsules.
Gotta use my radar.
They have one of the capsules. They're withdrawing. Looks like they've given up.
I lost so much money in ammo there.
The recovery team will be here shortly. Please return to base.
Objective achieved.
I lost so much money in ammo there. Oh my gosh. But I needed something. I needed something with longer range. I needed something with longer range. Yup, I knew it. Well, still, that wasn't a bad payout. 4,000 in ammo, 10K in. That was still a decent payout. Yeah, if I have to hear, I'm saving right now in case something happens. Because if I have to hear they have one of the capsules one more time. Yes, positive is still positive. What's next? That one's a good one. Survive the training exercise. That's a good one. That's the one where, like, you have to, like, just dodge all kinds of missiles for a while. Destroy all enemy forces. Okay. Yes, they must be from Capsule Corp. Don't you haunt me with that, Silva. Took me so many tries to get that one right. They have one of the capsules. They have one of the capsules. I swear I'm gonna hear that in my dreams. Protecting a package. Oh my gosh. They have one of the packages. Oh my god. No. No, don't you wish that on me. Don't you wish that on me. Alright, let's see what we got here. Let's do this attack, because this will be a simple one. Okay.
A long-term campaign aimed at manipulating Mirage is about to pay off. They're sending forces directly into the trap we've laid for them at Avalon Hill. The terrain around Avalon Hill is wide open and offers little cover. A maneuverable AC capable of enduring prolonged combat is required.
I'm kind of maneuverable, in a sense.
This is a prime opportunity to catch Mirage unaware and deal a decisive blow. Given the number of units they've dispatched to the area, a supply vehicle will be on hand to restock your weapon stores as needed.
I could hire a consort. Let me see what we got. Could hire an AC. Weapon, she tries putting on a flash show, but AC's limited ammo, so it's probably liability. Nope, that is. I can move my arms and legs. I'm maneuvering. You know. I think I fought this dude. Yeah, I did fight this dude. He'll probably be really good for this mission. Normally, if I was trying to maximize stuff, I wouldn't hire a consort because that's extra money for me. But I don't want this mission to fail, and I don't want to have to keep struggling and beating my head against it. And it can have some interesting some interesting character interactions.
We've arrived at the combat area. Deploying AC.
Yes. Totally maneuverable.
System engaged.
Saragi has provided a supply vehicle. Take advantage of it once it's set.
Oh my gosh, my FPS. There's the resupply vehicle. Come on. Oh, it's only...
Destruction of all enemy targets confirmed. Good work, Raven.
Oh, wow.
Objective achieved.
Before I blew up your mech, I used to... Yeah, I just fought you, and this is crazy, but here's my job, so help me maybe. Oh, wow. I made just shy of 2K there. I took so much damage. Ooh, got new mail. We've heard a good deal with regards to your recent accomplishments, and even though we're on opposite sides, there's a certain level of respect for a combatant of your caliber. Junior has need of pilots like yourself. The lies that govern our existence must be exposed and the truth revealed. We can't offer any details this time, but know this. The controller hides powers far greater than most know. Powers that even the Ravens may not be able to stand against. Please, Raven, take some time to think about the current situation. In the meantime, we will continue to act. So this is the organization that's resisting the controller. Have you been hitting weak points for massive damage? Kind of. I have been kind of hitting weak points for massive damage. Alright, let me save. Alright, what's left? MT training exercise. All right, so I managed to avoid having to do that escort mission. Yay! At least for now. But for that mission... I think I want the one that disables lock-ons. I think the face is a good weak point. It has to be the glowing red spot, wherever that is. Yeah, that could work. This one's gonna have an ammo cost, but it should be relatively simple. Okay.
We'd like you to participate in a training exercise with our troops. Their NTs have been outfitted with new missile launchers that need to be tested in a live fire situation.
That is a good way to take down Rudolph.
You'll play the role of a target for their attacks. Avoid as many of the missile launches as possible. A bonus is available depending upon your performance.
Okay.
Equip your AC however you feel appropriate, but under no circumstance are you to return fire. Destroying any of the MTs will reflect negatively on your income report.
System engaged.
Treat this as you would a real engagement. We want to see you in top 4. Thanks for your help.
Objective achieved.
I should have used the laser one. I know I'm gonna get a penalty for ammo usage. I lost 10K. Wow. Yes, the target for others to practice with. I lost 10K on that mission. Wow. And I still got a B on it. That's funny. Help others while losing money. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Okay, now let's see what the next mission is. We got time for like 1 or 2 more missions before I call it for the night. Ooh. Haven't been here in a while. I've done a lot of Kisaragi missions, so I want to do some more for Mirage or Crest. Here's a Crest one. Hold off Mirage's forces. Yeah, still above average. Now for something iconic. If someone climbed out of your mech, they would have been a hot teen boy, angry looking old man or a wife. Probably angry old man. Definitely angry old man. Hold off Mirage's forces. Let's see what this one does.
Raven, Rugland Laboratories is being overrun by Mirage forces. We need immediate assistance.
Okay.
Their attack seems to be focused on Lab Sector A. We've sent the bulk of our security force and a Raven to reinforce the area, but they're being overpowered.
Okay.
We need you to buy us time while key research materials are moved out of harm's way. The invaders needn't be destroyed, but you must keep them occupied.
Well, the best way for me to do that is to destroy them.
System engaged.
You're just in time, Raven. We need all the help we can get.
Oh, do I have to hit this thing? I'm here.
This area is clear. Let's head in and give the other AC a hand.
Yes. It's like whack-a-mole. I don't think I fought you yet.
This is Night Flyer. I need backup.
What is shooting?
Watch yourself. This is no ordinary AC.
The gates will be unlocked once the research materials are secure. Patient. The gates are unlocked. Evacuate immediately.
I'll come back for you.
You're clear. What was that AC doing there?
Objective achieved.
I'm questioning if I could have defeated it, but I was like, you know what? Oh, I wonder what the special edition was for. Oh, because I got them both out alive. Okay. Got an S rank. Look at me go. S rank. I want to end it there on the S rank. Like, I normally go to 11. Oh, we got new mail. So much mail. Okay, unknown AC. Lane Myers is my operator. Raven, it's good to know that you're safe. The remaining enemy forces withdrew shortly after you completed the mission. There's some questions as to who your opposition was. The AC you encountered isn't registered with the Global Cortex. Okay. Furthermore, although it appeared to be a normal AC, the data we collected indicates a level of performance far surpassing that of any ordinary unit. Yes, we can't get the kill run for the hills. I've heard about this mission, that like it doesn't change anything whether you defeat them or not. It doesn't like net you anything. We'll continue to look into the matter. Okay. Also love this fact, you're high rank. We told you to do the mission, but you still must pay for repairs because we say so. Yeah, pretty much. We just received word regarding the incident at Rugen Laboratory. The forces you faced were dispatched by the controller, not Mirage. So Union is telling us this is the rebel group is saying the controller sent those units, not Mirage. This fact presents a great mystery. Why would Crest, the controller's most staunch supporter, be the target of one of its attacks? Union's recent activities have been directed towards a single purpose, proving a hypothesis. Should it pan out, we will have an explanation that sheds light on the recent anomalies occurring throughout Layered. If you wish to know the truth, all we ask for is your cooperation. We'll be in touch. Ooh. Yeah, paint is expensive. Thanks for your help back at the lab. I can't believe I'm actually a Raven now. Oh, this is one of the MT pilots that graduated to being a Raven. So, you know, my unit is equipped with the shell weapons. It would probably fare quite well against opponents that concentrate on warding off energy attacks. Okay. What missions do we have next? Eradicate life forms. Ooh, I need a biosensor for that mission. Or else I can't lock onto them if I don't have a biosensor. I've done a bunch of Kisaragi missions. This is a Crest mission. Okay. I can do a Crest mission. I don't know. Let me... Hold on. I barely know how to use D&D Beyond's custom homebrew stuff. I made a race, but that was like following a was like borderline following a tutorial. All right, I need. Yeah, they have a bunch of homebrew stuff available. Let's see. Biosensor. Final Fantasy class maker and wanted to transcribe Dragoon. Oh, okay. Is that the same one you showed me before? Okay. Let's do this this bio hunting mission, and then we'll call it for the night.
Ruglan Lab is under attack by life forms of unknown origin. Immediate backup is requested.
Okay,
We've
fighting.
tried to clear them out ourselves, but our weapons haven't had any noticeable effect. All means of access are sealed, so their numbers shouldn't increase. Now we just have to figure out a way to deal with the ones already inside.
Okay.
Our researchers are analyzing them for any weaknesses. We'll notify you once we know.
Okay, got a biosensor, so I should be able to lock onto them.
Numerous targets detected. Be careful in there.
System engaged.
I have a biosensor. Why is my biosensor not doing anything?
Crest's researchers indicate that the life forms are susceptible to acid.
Acid? Where am I going to get acid from?
They're going to deploy canisters filled with acidic gas. Break the canisters to release the gas and weaken the life forms.
Storage bays deploying canisters. All personnel, please stand by.
I don't see any canisters. I don't see any canisters. Hold on. Do I need to get a different FCS? Energy drain, lock type. Maybe. One way or the other, it's 11 o'clock. I'll do a little bit of research on that mission. But let me save. Oh, one thing I definitely want to do though before I forget. Because they do energy damage. What, I have to flip them over and attack the weak point for massive damage? Yeah, I want to reduce the energy. Oh my gosh, the enemies have the capsules. Oh, that's gonna haunt me. Gotta figure out what the I'm sure there's some trick to it. There's always some kind of trick. There always is some kind of trick to it. All right. All right. Yes, the enemies have the capsules. The bane of my existence. Thank you, Coffee. I'm glad that you had fun. I know this isn't the Mutants and Masterminds, the tabletop role-playing content that you may have subscribed for, but I hope it was enjoyable. The enemy has one of the capsules. They also liked and subscribed. Yes. Do you have one of the capsules? Oh my gosh. That was so goofy. We got a lot of missions done. We got like 4 or 5 missions done. We climbed up a few. We climbed up a few ranks, quite a few ranks in the arena. Got a really fearsome machine build. Those extended orbits, the funnels that pop out the back of my machine, those things do ridiculous quantities of damage. That made all the difference in the world in that one fight. Let's see if anything cool is trending on Twitter as we get ready to wind down for the night. Why is "we didn't start the fire" trending? But why is it trending? There's no new posts with it. Yep, it's always been burning. It's since the world's been turning. Yeah. So like, why did I press the button? I just wanted to see. So I had this rough conversation with my roommate this morning. Where like, because my roommate knows I don't drink, but he keeps saying that, you know, he wants to drink with me. He wants to have these like bonding moments through drinking with me. And I'm like, well, I'm still here. I'll bond with you. And he's mentioned that a few times, right? And then this morning, he asked me, he's like, listen, for my dead sister's birthday, will you drink a beer with me? And there was part of me that was just like, I don't drink. And I wanted to be like, I don't drink. But this is not the first time he's asked me to drink with him, and or he said it was like emotional for him that he couldn't. But like, something about, I think there's something about like, it's kind of like breaking bread with someone. It's like whenever you're actually sharing in the process of eating with someone, I guess it's a little different. And I had to make a decision because it's like, I don't drink. But I was like, you know what? For this one night, because I know he's gonna be emotional and it's gonna be rough, I'll drink with him. I'll drink one beer. I mean, I probably won't even finish the beer. I'll probably drink about half the beer. Also, I don't even know if beer even vegan? I mean, it's bread water, so it should be, right? All right, it depends on the beer. Most beers are. All right, so yeah, beer is vegan, so that's not a problem. That's actually a good idea, Naberu. But and it was this interesting moment where I'm like, he's being vulnerable and that he wants to share this with me because he's emotional. And the reality is, his work schedule is so hectic and life is so hectic that like, we may not, like, it may not even end up happening, but the fact that I was willing to say yes seemed like it was comforting for him. And that's this hard part about like, where do I draw the line when it comes to things about my ideals versus my love for other people and relationship with other people? And like, that's kind of one of the places where my mind goes. And like, I don't like being in a situation where I feel like I have to choose between my ideals and, thank you, coffee. I don't like being in a situation where I feel like I have to choose between my ideals and being there for my friend. But like, it's kind of a rough situation, and like, I know if I put my foot down and said no, he probably would have been understanding about it. Or he probably, no, realistically, he would have just asked me again later. Because that's how it is. But like, one beer on one night is not going to kill me. And is not going to drag me. But the problem is, once it becomes one, then one becomes two, and two becomes three, right? I come from a family. I come from a family where alcoholism runs in the family. I'm gonna eat first, that's for sure. But like, I come from a family that's been very much affected by alcoholism. My stepdad struggled with alcoholism for most of my life, and it tore our family apart. And I don't want to be that. So I don't touch the stuff. I used to. Like, when I was growing up, I used to drink Old English all the time, because across the street from the first apartment I got, there was Circle K, because it was in Florida at the time, and in Florida, like, everybody sells alcohol, right? And there was a Circle K where you could get a 40 ounce of Old English for $2. That was after tax. It came out to they priced it so after tax it came out to exactly $2 for a 40 ounce. So like, you could search in your, like, everybody could reach in their pockets, because this was back when people used to carry change. We didn't have as much electronic electronic payments as we do now, but that was time when like everybody could search in their pockets and find enough change for $2 and then just pass the bottle around. But like, what I keep telling myself is that I have to set the boundary, right? Like, I have to set the boundary that it's one beer. And I have to make that conscious decision while I'm sober, that it is going to be one single beer. It doesn't matter if you start saying, hey, I got a 6-pack, you want to help me finish the 6-pack? It's going to be one single beer on one night to remember the birthday of someone I cared about very much. There was a saying I heard that, like, you shouldn't drink to forget, you should drink to celebrate. Which arguably both of them can lead to the same kind of nightmares. Can lead to the same kind of horror stories. But it's part of the adventure. It really is. There's a lot of stuff involved with living with other people, like, where I just end up doing things and experiencing things that I wouldn't have experienced or done on my own. But since I'm living with other people, and I'm living in such close proximity to so many other people, with 7 now coming up on 8 other people, counting my roommate's girlfriend, who hasn't quite moved in but has been staying with us for like a week now. Better part of a week, not quite a week. And about half a week, maybe like 3/4. Anyway, you know what I mean. Not a week, but living in such close proximity to people who are so very different to me means that I have to try to be flexible where I can, and it's about knowing, it's this kind of balancing act of picking my battles and knowing where I'll set my boundaries, where I'll draw the line, where I can afford to be flexible versus where I need to set a hard boundary. And if this experience goes poorly, right? If this one beer goes poorly, then I'm going to have to set a hard boundary and be like, okay, no. And I hope it doesn't turn into, well, you drank with me on that day. Will you drink with me on this other day? Or this other thing? Or drink with me with this other thing? Because it's like, I don't want 1 to become 2, to become 3, to become 4, because it's just always one more. Be more flexible than that mech, but as sturdy as it too. Yes, I do like that design though. Those bits that it fires do ridiculous damage. Malleable. Yes, that's definitely the right word, Coffee. What in the world? Canada, I'm just looking at this thing someone shared on Facebook. Canada's invasive wild pigs are building pigloos to survive the winter. What? It makes me think of in my Lancer campaign, good night, Coffee. Thanks for coming by. I hope you have a good night, and I want you to know that I think you're amazing, Coffee. Next stream is going to be Friday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, EST. So hopefully you make it. Maybe we'll see you then. Well, yeah, but if it's an invasive species making pigloos, but yeah, in my more bacon. Okay, Nabiru. But yeah, so it's the most bizarre thing, right? But in my Lancer game, one of my players came up to me and told me, well, not came up to me, but messaged me and told me, like, hey, is there any way you can have us rescue some kind of a smart pig to be an emotional support animal for this other player? And apparently they'd all discussed this beforehand, and they're like, can you make this happen where we have some kind of like a genetically altered smart pig? And it's a sci-fi setting, so I was like, I guess I can make that work. And so I introduced it. I have the pig has grafted onto its neck this like translation collar, so the pig oinks and squeaks, but it translates into actual words for talking. So when the pig crawled out of the machine, they're like, oh, it's like two of the people who were in on the joke were like, it's the pig, and then the other two people are like, why is there a pig here, right? And then the pig started talking, and then the two who were like, oh yes, you did the thing, are like, I didn't expect it to talk. But then seeing this whole thing about the pig lose makes me think of that, and I named the pig Octavius because it sounds it sounds beautiful. It sounds very esteemed. Seven Deadly Sins Hawk. Is that a pet that they have? Main character's pet pig that can talk. Oh, okay. So, my players in my Lancer game. So the last session we did was a Christmas session where they had to help this workshop that was making toys and trinkets for all the good people of the planet that they're on, and help relocate them to a more secure base in the North Pole. And the players were like, hey, this place we're defending before we help them move is a castle. After we help them move out, can we just move into this castle? And I was expecting, after the players finished the current leg of the story, that they'd be done with this planet and start exploring other planets. So I was getting ready to start writing stories involving other planets and cross-planetary activities and other star systems and designing star maps and all that stuff, right? But the players were just like, yeah, we want to build our permanent home base. So I guess, I mean, you can, just because you have a home base on a place doesn't mean you have to stay there. You can travel other places, but then it always means you have somewhere to come back to, which I think is also kind of important. It's very important that pet pigs, that main character pet pig can talk. It's very important, Nabaru, because if they can't talk, then how can you know? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, how can you know how they're feeling? But that also reminded me. So I saw this Tumblr post that was like, my vet prescribed medication for my dog, but the pharmacy won't give me the medication because I can't tell them the dog's birth date, and I don't remember the dog's birthday, and the dog can't tell me its birthday because it's a dog. And so, yes, telepathic pet. That reminded me of my days as a pharmacy tech, where as a pharmacy technician, the primary security for picking up medication was you had to know the birth date of the person you're picking up for. So that's the primary like security measure. But trying to apply that for pets is hilarious. All right. Well, yeah, they, with the weird way they age, yes. All right, so let's wind down for the night and start doing the outro. For anyone who's confused about what we do here, normally I have about 30 minutes of intro where we at the beginning of the stream. I forgot to ask people to subscribe in the middle. It's not everybody makes it to the end of the stream, and if I want people to subscribe, I have to actually ask them to subscribe. Anyway, so to Seeker of Coffee, Silva, Nabiru. I don't think we had anybody else come into the stream. Nope. And to anyone else who was lurking in the stream, and to anyone who watches the VOD, I want to say that I love all of you. I believe in each and every one of you. I think that you all are wonderful, unique, and important. You each have a special, one-of-a-kind energy that only you can bring to everything that you do. I think that your values, your ideals, your feelings, your wants, your hopes, your dreams are all valid. And I think that you all make this world a better place just by being in it. And I'm grateful every day to live in a world with you in it. I'm thankful to all of you for spending your time watching my stream, watching the VOD. I'm grateful to all of you for coming along on this adventure with me. It's been a great adventure tonight. And I'm just really happy that we had a great time tonight. Always remember the Star Hunter motto: shoot for the stars, have wonderful adventures, live your dreams, and always, always, always stop to enjoy the memes. I'm grateful that all of you are my fellow Star Hunters as we encourage each other and build each other up as we chase our dreams and hunt our dreams down through the stars. Please be sure to like the stream, and if you're watching the VOD, leave a comment with any suggestions, thoughts, ideas, improvements that you have that I can do. As long as you're not banned, I will read all of them, and they do help me improve and give me things to think about that I can improve or do differently. Yeah, I may not be able to respond to or follow up on everything, but I will read them all as long as you're not banned. And yeah, it's been a good night. Also, if you want to keep up with what I'm doing here on YouTube, you can subscribe and ding the notification bell. It'll let you know whenever I go live or whenever I post any new content. Hopefully new content's coming down the pipeline. Still waiting for my editor to get back to me. So that was good. That hopefully will be good, and hopefully can have some new art coming here in the next few months. But yeah. Also, if you want to keep up with what I'm doing outside of YouTube, there's links to the Discord as well as to my Twitter where you can follow me and keep up with my daily activities. I try to post on Twitter at least once a day. I try to do a good night Twitter post to just talk about my day. I treat it kind of like a little mini blog. That's what it is. It's a little micro blogging site. And that's always nice to post about random stuff there, to share about my day, and to just have someone to talk to just talk into the void. But if you want to keep up with what I'm doing, you can follow me there. Also, always remember, you don't have to donate to be a part of this community. You don't have to give money in order to be welcome. Your time and your effort, or your time and your attention are valuable and precious commodities in and of themselves. With that said, if you ever feel motivated to donate to improve the stream or improve my life, there are links where you can do that in the description below. Have yourselves a wonderful night, and always remember, you're amazing.